Alright, so in this video we're going to take a quick look at the BEC boards for the Hero 6 and 7 and Hero 8. These are from NamelessRC as well as their cases, and they're called the Sunny Module and GoPro Lite case. And they also have them for the Hero 6, 7, and as on here on the right is the ones for the Hero 8. So look at the Hero 8 stuff a little bit later in the video. Let's look at the board from NamelessRC for the Hero 6, 7. I think the design is pretty similar to the way the one from Beta FPV works. Okay, so this is the BEC board from NamelessRC, and very similar looking. The plug here, instead of it plugging in straight up and down 90 degrees to the board, it comes in sideways here. It's a different size plug. Buttons seem to be in about the same spot. And you also have the 3 pads down here if you want to use a separate just plug or pigtail here. That's what I usually do for the Beta FPV. And then you also have additional pads here for record mode and ground. I don't remember those being on the Beta FPV board. If you want to see what the Beta FPV board looks like, I have videos on that already. Check out the links in the description if you want to see those videos. And this is the 1.1 version of the Sunny board for the Hero 6 and 7. Of course, you got the same connectors here. So obviously, they still need to be compatible with the Hero 6 and 7, but this very, very similar to the way the Beta FPV board looks. And then let's see what else we got here. We have the actual plug, and this is a 3-pin, looks like a 1mm connector. This is a more common type of connector there that goes to the side here. The one for Beta FPV is kind of hard to find. I know a lot of people have asked me where to get that connector in case they lose that. But yeah, that's the Sunny board. And then here is the case, the GoPro Lite case from NamelessRC. So they're using the same sort of idea from Beta FPV with the carbon plate here in the front. And this one, ooh, it feels really thin. It's definitely thinner than the one from Beta FPV. And then you got your TPU shell in the back here. Obviously a little bit different design. Definitely looks a little bit different. And we got your screws for mounting the boards. And then the little cover for the back of the camera. So those are all pretty similar looking. See, I think this is going to go on like this. Yeah. So it goes on like this, and the question mark that way, so that way you know which one's the front. And then the camera module will pop out here. Then you have the little camera cover in the back. So it's very, very similar to the way the Beta FPV stuff works. I imagine that this case here is designed for their BEC board. I'm not sure if you swap the parts in for the Beta FPV ones, you're going to have some. I think you're going to have some compatibility issues because while they're very similar looking, there's definitely some major differences here. So take a look at the other video if you want to see if you want to see the differences yourself. But I know the question I'm going to be asking is, can I stick the Beta FPV stuff in here? And I'm pretty sure that that's going to be a definite no. I'm not even going to bother trying, because I can tell the boards look pretty different between the 2 different models. Okay, so here is the BEC board for the Hero 8 2-6S 5 volts 2.1 amps. And I've never taken apart a Hero 8, so I have no idea how this would work. But you can see this is, yeah, I don't think Beta FPV has their Hero 8 board out yet. You can see there's 3 connectors here in the back. They're calling this the Star board. The other one's called the Sunny board. Got the same connector here. That 1mm 3-pin connector comes sideways out. As well as you have solder pads here, and then you have the same record, ground, and mode buttons or solder pads there for those functions. And then you have a connector here in the front. So imagine all 4 of these connectors are going to be used on the Hero 8. And you get your record and power buttons. Pretty thin. And I have no plans of taking apart my Hero 8 camera, so I'm not going to be using this. And we got that same 3-pin connector there. Alright, so here is the case for the Hero 8, and it looks like it's the front again. And you got your TPU shell in the back. And obviously it's going to be similar to the way the Hero 6 works, but obviously the parts are all different. So you're going to need those screws again to screw into the TPU to hold the carbon plate on. And you got your back piece here for the back of the camera. That's all the same. They did include this mount here. So this is their NamelessRC branded mount. And I bet that'll work fine if you want to put this on the pusher. I think there's going to use one of these little adapters. I think, maybe it goes in here somehow. Not exactly sure how this works, but yeah, this looks like a beta FPV style mount for the camera. So I should just slide it fine. I'm not sure if this is included or this happened to be in my box. And then you have these. It looks like somehow this is going to go probably at this sort of an angle like this. Again, I don't have a Hero 8 disassembled, so I imagine it's going to go something like that. And then you're going to, this is like an ND filter adapter. It's going to go over the camera lens. So pretty similar again to the way the Beta FPV design works on the 6 and 7 and also on the NamelessRC version. It's just that this is for the Hero 8 with their own BEC board. So if you want to take apart a Hero 8 or you have a crashed one and like a broken screen, you want to just, strip it down, then the case for the Hero 8 is available from NamelessRC. Okay, so that's going to do it for this video. I'll have links to all this stuff down in the video description. If you haven't already seen the videos on the tiny pusher and the mini pusher, I'll link those down in the description as well. Not sure on the timing on when those videos are going to be out. They may already be out, so again, check the video description if you want to see some of this stuff in action on the drones or the micro cine whips from NamelessRC.